Alright, what's up everyone? KJ here. Let's get right into my thoughts on episode 855 of Detective Conan, titled The Mystery of the Vanished Black Belt. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be doing reviews on Detective Conan. Most likely, as I explained in my anime and manga reviews coming soon, it's really only going to be the anime of Detective Conan because I really don't feel like reviewing the manga. I mean, like, it's probably really good, but I just don't want to. I don't know why. I don't want to. So, all my thoughts for the summary review. Oh man, sorry, I'm a little tired. I have to stay up really late at night, even in the morning, creating these scripts. Link to the episode on Global Anime is in the description below, and all of my thoughts for the summary review were inspired by the actual episode. Also, if you like this amazing Detective Conan remix, it was made by Sadiq Sedik. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Rafa or Rafa. Link to this song as well as Sadiq Rafa's channel are in the description below as well. Also, if you want me to use the main characters' English names or keep the regular Japanese names, let me know in the comments below because, some viewers out there that watch this may have grown up or first started watching Detective Conan / Case Closed as Case Closed with English because that's how I learned about it. I started reading the manga and then I got into the anime because it was really cool, and I started watching English dub until there was no more, and then I continued after that with sub. So just let me know. So the summary of the episode starts now. So the first thing we see is Makoto Goku taking down someone in a spar. Sonoko and Conan go to see Makoto at his dojo. That sounded kind of like a tongue twister. Sonoko is happy to see Makoto, but wants Conan to be happy because the people at the dojo did a favor by letting them watch. Conan responds that Sonoko forced him to go, and he wanted to go to Universal Studios Japan or USJ like the rest of the group. He also says that Sonoko should have brought Ran to watch karate instead of him. However, Sonoko explains that Ran wanted to watch the kid. Sonoko also didn't want to bring Ran because she would probably talk to Makoto about karate. She also explains that she didn't want to come alone, so that's why she brought Conan. Then we see lots of young karate students enter the dojo to practice because their practice is about to start, and Makoto is the guest. The old man we see is the 8th master of Kenshin style karate or karate, whatever you want to call it, Takami Tatsuhito. He's 70 years old. Sonoko thinks that Takami and Makoto have known each other for a while. Makoto explains that when he was younger, he came to Osaka on a family trip. During that time, he wasn't making any progress on his karate training. While in Osaka, he met Takami. Even though he practiced with Takami once, he was able to learn a good lesson from him: win without fighting. Makoto says that the lesson he learned shaped him into what he is today. Sonoko questions what win without fighting means, and Conan says it probably means not making the first blow. Takami says that the quote can be interpreted differently, so there's no right answer for what it means. Sonoko starts to shiver because she's windy and she's getting over a cold. She also compliments Makoto on his spar earlier. While the younger karate students are stretching, Takami says that the students are growing in skill quickly. The first example is a 10-year-old named Kadota Hiroki, whose body was stiff and he had trouble stretching. Takami says that now he has trouble even recognizing him. He also says Kadota has become more of a leader and is dependable. The next example is Kawaguchi Katsuto, who is timid and has a large body. Takami explains that Kawaguchi had trouble displaying his abilities while in demonstrations, but now has passed the Shodan test and wears a black belt. The next example is Obashi Norio, who was a weak runner and always became exhausted before finishing the running exercises, but now he can complete them like it's nothing. Makoto asks if these students are improving because of Takami, but Takami says he isn't sure about that. Obashi asks if he can skip practice because he's having stomach problems. Takami says yes and asks if he needs a ride home, but Obashi says he can make it by himself. As you see Makoto helping the karate students, Sonoko asks what something is, to which Takami replies it's a display of many medals and trophies that he's won. We then see the belt that masters of the dojo have worn for generations. When Conan asks why Takami isn't wearing the belt, he dismisses the conversation and walks away. While searching for info on his phone, Conan explains that many have quit Takami's dojo due to his intense practices. He also doesn't charge children for the practice. As the young karate students leave to go run, Takami asks Makoto if he can speak with him. We then see another man named Kagiyoshi Ginji and his bodyguards come into the dojo. Kagiyoshi says he's at the dojo because Takami wanted to sell it to him, so Kagiyoshi is prepared to buy from him for a reasonable price. The Because Takami explains he has guests, Kageyoshi says he'll be back soon. Conan thinks these guys are loan sharks. Conan explains that if Takami doesn't pay the loan sharks, they'll just take the place by force. The loan sharks will be able to make lots of money by selling the land. Makoto wants to know why Takami wants to sell the place, but Takami says he's getting old and it's time for him to retire. There's also no one ready to take over his dojo, so Takami decides to close it down. He also says he's pretty much past his prime, so he feels he's not worthy to wear the black belt of the dojo. As Makoto excuses himself from the room, Sonoko asks what will happen to the kids if the dojo closes down. Takami says he plans to ask another dojo to teach them. Then Sonoko says that Takami is being irresponsible, but their conversation is interrupted by the sound of glass breaking. The group finds the belt missing and Takami thinks that Makoto did it. Makoto asks what Takami would do if he did steal the belt. Makoto says that he wants Takami to reconsider closing down the dojo, but Takami says, I've already made my decision, so Makoto challenges him to a spar. If Makoto wins, the dojo has to stay open, but if Makoto loses, he'll return the belt. Takami wants a compromise, but Makoto refuses. So they agree to have a spar. Meanwhile, Conan sees one of the kids has a ripped gi and goes outside searching for clues. As Conan observes a crooked and rusty pipe, he sees part of the ripped gi on the window in front of the display that had a belt, medals, and trophies. As Sonoko is asking him not to spar, Conan puts Sonoko to sleep, which knocks over a bucket of water. He then begins his deductions. Also, anytime I say Conan in this next part, it's actually Sonoko. Everyone's talking to Sonoko when I say Conan, because Conan is hiding, as you know, in his deduction shows. He puts someone to sleep, and then he has his voice changer, and then he talks in their voice while they're asleep, so it looks like they're saying deduction. It would be kind of cool if that happened in real life. I don't really. But anyway, he starts off by saying that Makoto didn't take the belt, but he's protecting the person who did. Only Takami has the keys to the display, but Conan explains that there's another way to access the display, the window outside. But Takami explains that not even a child could fit through the window. Conan explains that there's a drain pipe and you could climb it to reach the window. However, Takami explains that the drain pipe is falling apart, so Makoto definitely must have stolen the belt. So Conan asks the other karate practitioners to search Makoto for it. He doesn't have it, so the karate practitioners think he hid it somewhere. But Conan explains that Makoto didn't have time to hide the belt. When the noise was heard, he didn't have time to hide the belt when that sound of the glass breaking was heard. So Takami asks Conan where the belt is, to which he says, Takami asks Conan if he knows where the belt is, and he says yes. Conan says that Kadota, Kawaguchi, and Obashi stole the belt. Conan also explains that these three have been planning to steal the belt for a while as well. However, one of the karate practitioners says that Kadota and Kawaguchi were running with him the whole time, and Obashi was absent because of his stomach pains. Voice crack, sorry. The karate students and practitioners always run on the same path. First, they do a head count at the park, near the dojo, before running along the river. After crossing the bridge and completing their run, they do another head count at the same park before heading back to the dojo. Conan asks the karate practitioners if he checked the kids' faces, and they say, if they check the kids' faces, and they say no. Conan explains that the kids swapped places at the park and pretended to be each other during the run. One of the kids, Kadota, came back to the dojo and snuck around the back, climbed the drain pipe, and took the belt from the display. Conan says that because Kadota is flexible, he can climb the drain pipe without fail. He also explains that while getting the belt, Kadota's collar got caught in the window and ripped. His ripped gi proved that deduction. Kagota took the belt to the park and waited for the group to return from their run, and then Conan asked Kawaguchi to take off his belt, which is actually the dojo's belt. At the park, those kids switched their belts. Three kids explained that they took the belt so the dojo would stay open. They thought that if the belt had disappeared, Takami would want to continue training. Conan explains that Makoto knew who took the belt immediately as well. The boys had taken a long time to put their plan in motion. I keep saying Tagoda. Kadota had to become flexible, Kawaguchi had to advance to black belt, and Mabashi had to get better at running. Then the loan sharks return, again asking for Takami's signature and the dojo. Makoto tells them to take off their shoes, so the bodyguards go and try to attack him. Takami asks Kageyoshi to forget about the deal. Takami also explains that he's still got lots to learn, and the children taught him that he needs more training. However, the loan sharks aren't having it, so they tell Takami to give up the money or leave immediately. Makoto goes to fight the loan sharks, but Takami stops him and puts on the dojo's belt. The two bodyguards try to team up on Takami, but he sends both of them to the ground quickly. Then Kageyoshi tries to attack Takami, but Takami stops his attack and almost hits Kageyoshi's neck, saying it's time for the loan sharks to leave. kind of like that thing in like karate movies where the bad guy tries to attack like the master or the good guy, and the good guy stops their attack and then sends an attack toward a vital point. So like, oh, stops it right here, or does something like that, and be like, oh, back off or leave. Like, you know, like they don't follow through with the attack. Takami says that even he is far from winning without fighting, and decides to resume the practice for the kids. Later, Conan says he's happy that a lawyer agreed to help Takami. Sonoko says that she had someone look into Kageyoshi's company and it was shown to be shady and corrupt moneylenders. Since the police will be going after the loan sharks, Takami won't have to pay his debt to them. Makoto thanks Sonoko for helping the dojo stay open. Sonoko says there was no problem and also commends Makoto on his skills. Makoto puts his jacket on Sonoko because her cold could be coming back, and after arriving at USJ, the group sees a helicopter arrive. Some people come out with a stretcher, and Makoto puts Sonoko on it, saying he called them because her cold shouldn't be underestimated. As the helicopter flew away, Sonoko says she wanted to be at USJ with Makoto. So Conan explains that Sonoko would thank Makoto for helping her later on, and he also says that the group would get involved with a big case regarding a TV station. So that's it with the summary of the episode. Also, I'm really sorry. This episode was like, there's so many names, like, the names are repeated so many times, so it's just like tongue twister after tongue twister after tongue twister. I'm sorry. So, some important things to take away from this episode are that we see how Makoto got his character traits by training with Takami. We also see that Takami intended to sell the dojo to loan sharks, but didn't because he learned he needed more training. Conan and the rest of the group soon get involved with a big case regarding a TV station. Also, I want to clear something up. Most of the episode explained in the summary could be condensed a lot for the important things segment, mainly because you don't have to take everything out of the episode as something important besides the case, who did it and why, and little things in between. But those are just my opinions. Maybe if there are more stuff, please explain down below. If you do want a beefier important things segment, let me know and also explain why in the comments below, because it's going to be kind of hard to make one. Like, I'm going to have to be talking about some pointless stuff like, just like, I'm not even going to try to, I'm not even going to try to make an answer for that. I'm just going to be like, look, if I try to make a beefier, important things segment, it's literally going to have so much pointless stuff in it that you don't need to remember. Like what the kids' names were. Or, why Conan went to the dojo with Sonoko. That's not really like, you don't really need to know that. It's not like super big. But whatever, those are my opinions. If you want it, just let me know why. So my review starts right now. I love this episode because we got to see another case, of course. Some people dislike all these filler cases, but personally I feel like these filler cases are needed until it's time to progress to the actual plot and manga cases. Also, we got to see Makoto again. He's one of my favorite characters, and I'm happy we got to see how he became the man he is today. I didn't think the kids were the ones who took the belt, but after seeing why, I understood their reasons. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to give this video a like if you did. Please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at kg_arsenal00. And also please feel free to comment your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode? Did you like seeing Makoto again? Were you happy to get a backstory on him? Did you think the kids were the ones who took the belt at first? Did you like Takami's takedown of the loan sharks? I want to hear your thoughts about it. Also, if you think I should make any changes to this video and or any other videos or series I do, again, please comment down below because they can help me out. With all that being said, until next time, I'll see y'all later.